Today I'm going to do a custom R6 walk animation. I customized this animation. I put it in my game. I am on the player. This is not Roblox Studio. Just to show that it works, I want to keep this as simple as possible. I know a lot of people have trouble with the R6 walk animation. Let's go ahead and get started. This is a new base plate. I just brought it up. I did not do anything to it. Let's save it off. Go to your game settings. I'm under the Home tab, right? Home tab, Game Settings, Save to Roblox. Let's give it a name like My R6 Walk. I would not experiment in your production game. I would make my own space, just like I'm doing now. Let's hit Save. And we're going to close this. We're going to go to our Game Settings. And let's go down to Avatar. We are going to make R6, right? R6 avatar type. Select that. We're going to hit save. We're going to get a warning that it's going to shut down servers. It has to do that in order to change avatar type. We don't have any servers running, right? We just created this. So we're fine. I just hit yes. There we go. Now let's go to our avatar tab. Let's go to Rig Builder, R6, and then we're going to get any one of these will work, but I'm going to do Mesh Avatar. There we go. We got an R6. Make sure your select is here. If your select is here, you can just pull this out. There we go. All right. Now, let's go to our animation editor, and we will start making our walk animation. I had to click that twice. And it says select rig to animate. Yep. And let's call this something like my R6 walk. Create. I'm going to go over to the lower left part of the frame down here. I'm going to hit these three dots. I am going to set animation priority to movement. There we go. I'm going to hit the three dots again. I'm going to save this off. And then if I open my rig up, there's my rig, I will see anim saves. If I open that up, this is going to be the keyframes I'm going to generate from my animation. Saves them off here in case you want to do some modifications. So this blue bar right here is the scrubber bar. We need to create some keyframes for our animation. So make sure it's at the 0, right? The beginning here, all the way to the left. I'm going to click on a leg. I have this set to 15-degree increments up here under the rotate, so I can copy one side easily. 1, 2, 3. I'm at 45 degrees, right? Since I set it at 15-degree increments, it's easy to remember. 3 clicks. I'm going to get the other leg. I'm going to go back. 1, 2, 3. All right, now the Roblox animation, the arms go front and back. I'm going to make them more like a Flappy Bird thing. Let's grab the red. If you see that little L and you don't have it, Control L will change your rotation from global to local. I like the L, that's local, just so that you know. I probably should have said that right in the beginning. I'm going to move this up 60 degrees. I'm going to move this arm up just 15. I'm going to grab his head and then just tilt it to the side. All right, there, we got our first set of keyframes. I'm going to click this top square, right? Boom, top square. That selects everything. I'm going to right click. I'm going to copy it. Copy selected. And then I'm going to pick something easy to remember, like, I don't know, or easy to double, like 06. So this is the 6th frame of the animation. I clicked there up here on the top. I'm going to right click on that blue. I'm going to do paste keyframes. I'm going to go out to 12. Right? Because we need these to be equidistant. It's a walk. We don't want them like dragging one side. And then we're going to right click. And then I'm going to copy selected. Oh, not copy selected. That just copied these again. So I'm fine. I'll do paste keyframes. There we go. And I got to change this middle one. So this one has to match this one because we are going to make a loop. And if this one doesn't match, it's going to be jittery. Right? So we're going to loop this. I'm not going to click that yet. Right? I want to make a big production out of that because a lot of people forget. So it's not clicked yet. All right, now I'm going to go to the 6th frame right here. I'm going to change these keyframes for his other step. So I'm going to get one of these legs. I'm going to move it forward. I'm going to get the other leg. I'm going to move it back. Can I get my blue? There we go. I got to switch the arm positions. This one here, we moved it up 60, right? So if we go 1, 2, 3, that should be 15 degrees out. This one's already 15 degrees out. 1, 2, 3. So I like the 15-degree increments. And then I'm going to get the head and move this 2. All right, let's take a look. Now, look at this. Don't forget this. Toggle looping animation. Oh, yeah. And now we're going to hit play. So it's a pretty fast walk, right? Maybe you want to slow that walk down. Let's hit the pause. I'm going to pull this out 1 snap and this out 2 snaps so that they're equidistant in between. And I'm going to see what that looks like. It's a little slower. Not bad. I think I'm going to go with that. All right. You can pause it. You can let it run, whatever. I'm going to pause it. And then I'm going to go to these 3 dots. I'm going to save this off in case I got to modify it later. Hit those 3 dots again. I'm going to go to Publish to Roblox. I'm going to use that default name. Where's my submit? That's all right. Shrink this window down. Pull that up. We're going to hit our submit. You can put a description here if you want. Now this ID is what we're going to need. So grab that ID. Hit those boxes, right? It says ID copy. We're going to close this. I'm going to save this off. I'm going to scroll on down. We are going to be working in the starter player. Open that up. Starter character scripts. Let's hit this plus. Hit an A. Hit animation. And then maybe call this something like my R6 walk. We are going to delete it. I'm just going to put my number in this animation ID so I don't lose it, right? And we're going to paste. And then I'll just hit enter. And we're going to get our Roblox asset ID stuff prepended to our number. Perfect. Now I need an Animate script. I could get this guy's right here. I'm just not convinced that Roblox updates the rig scripts as often as the player scripts. So let me close this window, this animation editor window, so we have more space. I'm going to hit play and I'm going to get my Animate script from my player, right? And we're going to take a look at what the walk looks like now compared to what the walk looks like after we put our animation in it. So that's the walk right now. Arms are going back and forward. His head is turning side to side, not tilting. Let's open up the workspace. Let's go to your player, right? Your character. SimTech Gamer 7. I need that animate right here. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to right click. I'm going to copy it. Now I have to turn my game off to paste it because anything you do in the game while it's running isn't going to persist. But the copy is still there. It's still in the buffer. When I go down to my starter player, starter character scripts, I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste into, look at that, animate. I'm going to open up the animate. I am going to look for walk. Right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my R6 walk. I'm going to grab that ID that we pasted in there with the Roblox asset ID stuff prepended. I'm going to Control C to copy it. I'm going to go back to that walk. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to hit walk anim. And where it says animation ID, Control V. That's my number. And then I'm going to hit enter. Now I'm going to play my game and I should have my custom ID or my custom walk via my custom ID. Let's see what we got. All right. Took a while to start up there, just a second, but that's all right. It was a little bit slow to load. That's it, man. That's it. All right. There we go. I think we're good to go. I'm going to play this on the player just to make sure that it works while we're playing the game and not just in studio. All right, here's my R6 walk. I'm going to hit the play. I'll pause this because it might take a few minutes to start up. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and see what he looks like from the front. Start walking. Look at that. We didn't even have that slide like we did in Roblox Studio. That's looking good. All right, so we have a custom R6 walk animation in our game. Everybody will get it when they go in the game.